So I'm going to go over my Outlander DPS build. Um, I believe there are at least three, if not probably more, Outlanders that have this particular perk as their commander. Um, the perk is increases Teddy damage by 46% and fire rate by 25%. So that is like almost almost a 50% buffer on the Teddy damage right off the bat. Um, and this guy also has the Shock Tower. So between Shock Tower and Teddy, he's just like a beast. Trailblazer AC, I think, was actually an epic hero that I upgraded. Um, but I know that there's at least two others that have that as their commander perk. Um, and then on top of that, for the team perk, I stack the preemptive strike, so that increases the damage by 6.5% against full health enemies. And for every hero that I slot in the support team that is epic or above with at least 4 stars, I'm going to get that additional. So 6.5, and I have 5 in the supporting team, so 6.5 times 5. That's a lot of damage, right? Sedative actually showed me this piece here, which just makes the shock tower absolutely incredible. So it deals affliction and increases damage 50% for 3 seconds. So this particular hero, Wild Fragment Deadeye, I believe was part of like Wild something in the collection book. Or part of that series, and I had them in my collection book, luckily, and I pulled them out for that. And then some people are actually slotting Fragment Flurry Jess as the commander, but what I discovered is her commander perk, she was regenerating so many fragments that I couldn't even use them. So that's why I was on the search for a different commander, because I want the fragments to get generated, but just not that often. So that's why I have her in my support team. And then bear with me to increase the duration of Teddy. And then overbearing to increase the tile range of Teddy, because the default Teddy only goes about 2 tiles. And so even on something like an encampment, it really doesn't cover much area, so you have to have that overbearing in there to get that additional tile. And then up the voltage to increase the shock tower damage by another 33%. So this is just like insane. It's like shock tower down, a few seconds later, Teddy down, a few seconds later, shock tower is ready again. You get it back in there, and it's just like back and forth over and over. And you just basically annihilate everything. There's a couple of other perks depending on your game style that you might want to, kind of swap in and out here. Let's see. So Bear Stare fires lasers, and lasers are cool, so there's nothing wrong with that. And then I think there was another one, Impossibility Matrix. I've heard that this is actually increasing the cooldown time instead of decreasing it. And I did experience that. I haven't tried it again since this recent update, maybe a few days ago, to see if that is resolved, but that may be also one that you might want to put in here to swap out some others depending on the particular game style that you like. So yeah, so that is my Outlander DPS build that I have. Wild West event. Okay, yep. So it's definitely the Wild West event that gets you this guy, and I think this is just this is key to this build, is having him with this perk. That just, I mean, this build was already crazy until I increased the shock tower damage, and with this hero, it just went off the charts crazy.